Digital transformation being such a vague concept, I sort of view it as like keeping your competitive edge at the end of the day. It's sort of called digital transformation, and it started because that literally was, is coming from moving online and things like that. And then it's
Mm.
sort of stuck to, well, it's all digital, and now you're just transforming to different things. So but for me, it's just keeping the competitive edge. Machine learning is always a great example because it's a hot topic right now. But if your competitor is leveraging machine learning in some way that cuts costs or it makes their product better, your customers are going to slowly leave for that better product. To remain competitive, you've really got to sort of keep things up to speed and do things in the most efficient way, either from a gaining market share perspective or increasing your margins. There's really a lot of goals with digital transformation, but
Mm.
you can accomplish a lot and keep your business going because of digital transformation.
Yeah, it's about staying relevant. You have to assume that your competitors are not they're not slowing down, right? And they in technology, the pace at which technology is moving, there's no such thing as, we're standing still. You're going forwards or backwards. Those are the two things. And if one of your competitors is investing in digital transformation, is having the data in the right places, is building the right models in order to make them better, by you not doing it, you're extending that gap into something that is, really as black and white as survival. Really, inventing a new fax machine today is a good example, right? Nobody uses that anymore, and for the people that do use faxing, it's all digital. There's no it's very seldom that you actually see a physical fax machine anymore.
Yeah, and I would say too, it's like a lot of people don't realize it's like digital transformation can be so critical because it can be you can imagine a scenario where it's like, okay, my competitor does one thing a little bit better than me. And so it's kind of like, well, we it'd be ideal if we did it better than them, but they do it better than us. But our customers are not going to leave us because of that. A lot of people may view digital transformation as that sort of like it's edge cases, it's things that aren't super critical at the end of the day, but when in reality it can be things like they did something that now makes it impossible for you to catch up. Your
Correct.
business is basically going to die. It's only a matter of time.
Or
That's
both
a real yeah, go ahead.
or both of those companies are caught completely unawares by a third party coming in that they
Yeah.
so the banking industry is a good example of that. We're all watching, or they're all watching one another, right? They're all doing the same sort of thing, and then all of a sudden somebody comes in and just disrupts, right? And
Mhm.
then they all look like dinosaurs.
Yeah, yeah. I love the example of like Stripe with PayPal. PayPal was like the name or the way for people to accept money online,
Mm.
and to send money from a consumer standpoint, but from a business standpoint, they were the only name in the game unless you wanted to go get your own merchant account and accept,
Oh
which
yeah,
was a mess,
yeah.
and you had to do all these things and become like PCI compliant. It was a absolute nightmare. And PayPal came and made this like super easy. And then Stripe came. PayPal was this massive thing. Stripe was just two guys in well, I don't know if they're in a basement or a garage or wherever, but it's two very smart guys. And they just absolutely demolished PayPal seemingly overnight. Like it was within a year, and PayPal still hasn't caught up. They've now fully mimicked Stripe capabilities, and they still are not even close. So, and Stripe is now a behemoth. I suspect they're bigger than PayPal at this point.
Mm.
So yeah, the threats are coming from everywhere. I mean, with the software age, two guys with laptops can take down a billion-dollar business, which is, I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't take them down, but they ate up their market share and ate their lunch at the end of the day.
Yeah, so digital transformation. I mean, there's some really good examples. Your mention of Stripe as a competitor, the the fact that you can these days print out postage stamps, you know, that you can actually send things in the mail without having a stamp on it, because it's all digital. It's scanning of a code, right? You can instantly verify whether the postage is actually being paid, right? Yeah, it's exciting. The world of big data, which I know is, you know, our passion. Simply, if you don't have the data, you can't build any models. So as far as digital transformation with, you know, machine learning and AI comes into play, it's, you need the data. Without the data, you can't do it. Simple as that.